Hello.
Hey y'all, and y'all only.
Yeah, you see how people do it? Be your own people.
No. See, y'all don't know.
You be your own people. Welcome
I
back.
don't know.
Welcome back, friends, to Girl
You had that one.
Please. Okay.
It's a girl, please on you already immediately.
This is episode 20, honey, and we are
No, I mean, nah. Y'all, this is episode 20.
get into it, friends. Okay.
That's that big dub.
And also, this is Sagittarius season. Come on, like
Here she go with that.
finally here. I know
Happy
y'all
birthday, friend.
ready.
Actually,
Yes.
I'll tell my friend happy birthday.
Yes, on Sunday, friends.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, happy birthday to me, honey. And all the
Period.
Sagittarius girlies and guys out there, love y'all down. Welcome back to episode 20 of Girl Please. We got lots in store for y'all. Everything from
Child.
Black designers to Trump's presidency and how that affects fashion, child.
We got some old white mess too.
Okay, to JT at Clark Atlanta. Okay, and I know y'all gonna want to hear about that. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm Deja, your resident brand strategist, cultivating all things experiences and culture.
That's cute. Yes, she is. And I'm Tiara, your resident personal stylist, helping you live your best life.
Okay, and Titi styled me once again.
Yes, I did. I didn't even catch.
The Hanifa,
This that new too.
it's so cute. You guys will
I
see it.
shot the runway.
She'll be launching some photos soon on her personal Instagram, so check it out. Okay, we're coming out
Period.
for. But yeah, let's get into it, friends. So, like I said, we really want to shed light on all things Black people, one, Black culture, and of course, Black designers, as we are talking about all things fashion.
And just black on,
And
period.
Black on, period. Like, and I think to kick us off, if you guys follow us on our It's Giving Girl Please on Instagram account.
And let me just stop you again. I know y'all are following us on the It's Giving Girl Please Instagram.
Yep. And if you're not, follow us. If you noticed, and since you're following us, you probably did, but we posted Carly Kushni, also Black designer. She sat down on, I guess, a podcast series style show where she talked
Okay.
about some Black designers that we all should know. And I thought it was great. I was familiar with Bernard James, who she
Yes, jewelry.
mentioned, jewelry designer. But she also mentioned Ishka Designs, which is an interior design duo, which we love. We love home. We love interiors.
Love interiors.
So that was great. And then she, of course, I mean, our fave on this show and beyond, mentioned Rachel Scott of Diotima
Period.
as one of the designers we should know. So definitely
This
one.
was a podcast?
I don't believe it was a podcast. I think that it looked like it was like some type of content. She sat down with someone because it was a bunch of questions. This was just one of the reels that I saw.
It was a reel.
Yep, it was a reel. But she sat down with whoever to curate some content and they asked her some questions. So
Okay.
probably just like, a little editorial situation.
The content child. She just
Okay.
made some content, made a little content.
Okay. And I just absolutely love that she used her platform as a designer to put on other designers,
Well, that's what we love to see.
Absolutely. And we'll touch on that, just a little bit of foreshadowing, babes. We'll touch on fashion and all of nepotism and all the things next week. But that's a little. I love the idea of us banding together, us highlighting each other, because it doesn't have to be competition. It can be partnership and collaboration. And I love,
this is what the kids call community.
Yes. Okay. Connectivity. Love it. So I love that she mentioned Diotima and Rachel Scott because obviously that would be like a direct competitor. But, real recognize real, right? And so there it is. So shout out to Carly. Definitely a fan. Okay. Do y'all know Bernard James and Ishka? I know y'all know about Diotima because we talk about her every week.
I wasn't familiar with Ishka, but Bernard James, I mean, that's a listen, y'all love the jewelries. He got the jewels.
Yes, so good. I mean,
and all your faves wear Bernard James. Like, clap it up for Bernard James. Really doing his thing over there.
He deserves his flowers for sure.
Yes.
Another Black business designer we wanted to highlight is the Brooklyn Circus, which
Okay.
is Brooklyn based. I have been a fan and a follower of the brand for some time, and they actually
Okay.
did a large collaboration with Puma. And so, again, this is what we talk about when, doing cross collabs and things of that nature, and some of the brands that are not Black owned, reaching out to Black designers and curating collections instead of stealing, right? So it was great to see that launch. And then, y'all, I don't know if y'all are Pusha T fans or not. Shout out to the 757.
Okay, Virginia.
Okay, but Pusha T actually launched a coffee line, which I was shocked about because I didn't think, I just assumed he might not have been a coffee guy, but he launched a coffee brand. It's called none other than Grindin'. Okay, cute play on words.
We loving
And
that.
whatever made you famous in the first place gonna continue to make you famous,
I
obviously.
guess so.
But yeah, so he actually just launched this new coffee brand. Have y'all heard of it? Have y'all seen it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I haven't seen it out yet. I'm not a coffee girl. Are you a coffee girl?
I'm a huge coffee girl. I love coffee. I really enjoy Colombian coffees, Argentinian
You
coffee.
just, honey, y'all, TR child. I want to be TT when I grow up because, honey, I asked baby girl, do she like? She's going on.
Well, and my mama also got me a coffee subscription for my birthday in September.
I love that,
Yeah.
but love
Um,
that for him. Yeah. What about you, friend? What you think about that one?
I think that he did a thing. So,
He did a thing. There you go. What I really want to get into, though, and which I'm super excited about to chat about and to hear your thoughts,
okay.
is Jerry Lorenzo,
Yeah.
designer, founder of Fear of God, also FAMU alum.
Also, the
And
essentials diffusion
yes,
situation.
in Essentials, one of my faves. His story is incredible to me, and I have been following the brand in him for some time. And an article recently came out, just an expose of sorts,
Yeah.
of just highlighting him and the brand and how basically he built a $200 million a year brand. And, we talk about often how Black designers, the barrier to entry is, it's tough. And he's one of the Black designers that's been able to
Yeah.
break through and really build a brand that has sustained for, would you say, probably a decade or so now, I would say.
A decent amount of time. It's like
Yeah.
a very substantial amount of time. I
Yeah.
really, I don't, maybe. That doesn't sound so wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's been a while, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and especially in a streetwear, excuse me, category, he's been able to sustain, and we all know there's plenty of brands every
Yeah.
day coming out, so lots of
Yeah.
competition there. But thought he was a great person to highlight, especially within this segment, because honey, he's getting to the coins, okay?
Yeah.
And he's doing it authentically as him, and I love that.
Mm.
So yeah, shout out to Jerry.
Okay, Jerry. I also saw, I'll throw it up here, but there was this content creator who's actually, well, there was a collaboration. The content creators, one is like this really prominent laundry
Mm.
guy, and then another manufacturer, and they do this content piece where they test the quality of people's stuff, shoes, bags, sportswear, sweatpants. Anyways, Jerry Lorenzo came up, essentially like their sweatpants, right? And they deconstruct it and tell you if it's worth the price point.
He said no.
He said it's a little too expensive. I mean, you don't really need to put 100 ball on these pants.
Hey.
But y'all,
It's for who it's
do
for.
your thing. It's
Me
who it's for. Yeah.
personally, I do like the quality of it.
Okay.
But
They didn't love the quality.
see, okay, so the way I base things, also I'm not like super like streetwear, all
Yeah.
the things. Like I wear it as I'm trying to be comfortable. I
Yeah.
want to look cute and walk through the airport.
Yeah.
For me, it's more so, and it's also more so about what fits a thicker body. And
Yeah.
sometimes with sweatpants, you can look, for me at least, like potato sack. You know, I So when I think of sweatpants and I think of hoodies and jackets and things that I like on my body, I do like Fair God. So, but I could understand. I mean, of course there's others that I'm sure that are.
Thing about that,
But
like,
it's all subjective.
you like Fear of God, buy Fear of God. I always tell my clients, listen, I don't think you necessarily need to be overspending on basic staple items. If you can avoid, just don't pay retail. Wait
Right.
till it go on sale.
And that's what I was gonna say too, honey. It's
Get it
on
on the
sale
secondary market,
on
baby.
Essence. If
Black
y'all are,
Friday is coming up. Okay, catch a sale.
it's private sale, and it
Don't let
always
me
has
fuck with
yearly
you.
sale. I will say, friends, let's go back. I don't buy it at full price because
Never pay full price. I mean, if you can avoid, like, it's like when the iPhone comes out, you wait a little bit, even though you're not really waiting on a discount per se with that
Mhm.
situation, because iPhones is crazy.
Right.
But when items drop at these fashion brands, just wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially something
There's
like that.
all these tracking tools on the internet that you can these browser plugins, please.
Yeah, and to your point, it's basics, right? Like I just said, like I mostly wear that to travel because it's nice, it's cohesive, I look
Yeah.
stylish, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm
I
saying?
just am not ever encouraging anybody to spend $200 and $300 on some sweat.
No, no, please wait.
We not doing that.
Nordstrom always has a sale. Anywho's, moving on to some latest things that we've seen.
What
The
you got going on, friend?
Empowered Vision Awards. I know you've seen it. That was very exciting.
Okay.
Or, I mean, I know you girls and guys are tapped into the fashion universe, but for those of you who need a refresher, the Empowered Vision Award
Yes.
is a partnership with the Fraser Family Foundation that celebrates Black independent designers. And the aim is to, one, cut the check, give them some funding, and then also mentorship, which
Yes.
you can never hurt if it's proper mentorship.
Yeah.
So they receive $100,000 in a grant and then $100,000 worth in this mentorship program. And so this year they
Mm-hmm.
recognize our great friend again, Rachel Scott of Diotima.
She's just racking it up, and I love
I
to
mean,
see
this
it.
has been her year. Like,
And
come on,
I hope that it's,
this is
you
insane.
know,
I love it. I hope
investing
it
in a
continues.
very long relationship that we will have with Rachel Scott. Yeah.
Yes, no, like
Thrive.
I'm so happy for her. And
Yeah.
then Charles Harbison of
Yes.
Harbison.
And be clear, these are Black brands that we're talking about, Black independently owned.
Yes, Black independent designers and brands. And lastly, but of course not least, Aisling Camps. And
Yeah.
so another designer that is a fave.
Knitwear queen. Yeah, no, she's getting it. If y'all aren't shopping McMullen and getting y'all some, okay, shop McMullen too. That is another Black boutique retailer online in San Francisco, carrying all the need to know Black brand.
And if you all aren't, familiar of these brands, specifically like Aisling Camps, she sold in
Shop
independent boutique
McMullen
McMullen, based in Oakland, California, and now in San Francisco as well. The new
online as well.
and as well as online, and has been a huge advocate for Black
Yes.
designers and especially Black
Yeah.
female designers. And
Yeah.
Aisling actually was one of the first, if not the first designer that she
Yeah.
had in her boutique.
That's where I learned about Aisling,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, and I believe that she helped to break
Yeah.
her career in a way. So shout out to all of those wonderful Black women that are
Yes.
doing the things. And so this year the awardee was none other than Rachel Scott of Diotima.
Period.
Shout out to her once again. I mean, it literally, like when Issa Rae said, "This is me season,"
Yeah.
Rachel Babes is in her
I'm
me
rooting for everybody Black.
rooting for everybody Black.
And
Like
we'll
she,
never not do that. Let's just really be clear. Let's just, everybody, please take a moment to understand that.
like mind blown, honey. I mean, that she's had a massive year. Like, shout out to her.
Yeah, we love to
Deserves
see it.
all the flowers.
And also just like genuinely good stuff too. Like, it's like, I
Great.
want this in my
Please, can
closet.
you actually add it to my closet? Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Add it to my closet because I need a piece.
Yeah.
Next year, I need to be flouncing the New York
I
streets.
think I did just add some to your cart too.
Did you? Okay, great. I haven't checked it today. That is actually great and perfect timing. Love to see it. But that is pretty much, what we wanted to talk about around Black designers. But you all know this is an ongoing conversation, right? So let us know if there's some designers that you all are loving, that you want us to highlight and talk about. But we'll be giving y'all a little more. Like I said, we got some fun
Yeah.
things next week and
Yeah.
beyond. And we are a resource for you all to learn and to grow and talk to us.
Yeah.
Let's
Talk
get
to
into
me,
it.
baby.
She always got a song,
I
y'all.
love that song. I'm so glad I can listen to it again.
Tell us about what it means for Mr. Trump in fashion in his presidency, child.
So, he who shall remain nameless will
Hmm.
be y'all's president at some point in 2025 and for 4 years after. But yeah, so there's a lot of chatter on the interwebs and honestly at kitchen tables and on the telephone with all of your family about what is on the horizon, what we're to look forward to. And obviously some of that conversation centers around what's going to happen in our industry. Like, what are the effects of this? Like, this is massive.
Right.
Okay, so the conversations are I saw on IG BOF. We had this article about
Hmm.
what to expect and what are the effects, right? And so they actually spoke to our girl Rachel Scott, and she had some poignant points to make, and she basically said, "I'll read it to you. I'm going to dig deeper into my community. I'm going to be more radical in what I say, especially now that I have more attention than I've ever had before. I hope it's the same for others." And I agree with her. And this is what you call using your platform.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what you call community. And
Hmm.
she's right. She's speaking from a place of fear. Like, there's a heightened fear of what is to come on the horizon. And she's letting you guys know, look, I ain't scared of nothing. I'm prioritizing us. I'm rooting for everybody Black, and I'm going to do what needs to be done with this light that's been shown on me. And I'm going to stand 10 toes in what I stand for, and I'm going to just do that. And some of the group chats are kind of discussing, there's a lot of LGBTQ community members in my chat, and they're fearful of what's to come, rightfully so.
Hmm.
And so they're starting to say things like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to like dim down how I dress in public because I don't want to be approached negatively, or I'm very scared to be expressive in the way that I falsely thought that I would be able to in this country moving forward. And my sentiments were similar to Rachel's. Like, no, don't dim your light. Like,
Right.
you are allowed to be here. You deserve to be here. You're allowed to be the person that you are here. And we just can't be scared, you guys. Like, we just cannot be scared. Like, yes, there are inevitably some very unfortunate things in our near future, I'm certain, to arise, right? But we don't have the spirit of fear, y'all. We got help. Okay?
Right.
And he said, don't be scared. So I'm
Okay.
just listening to him.
And me
I'm
too.
just listening to God.
Count me in.
Period. That's just what we do over here. I pray the same for y'all. What you can do though is be mindful of your money. Okay. Be mindful of the businesses that you patron.
Absolutely.
Jump down into your community. I challenge you to
Mhm.
do that. They also spoke to Willie Chavarria, who is another friend of ours over here. These are our friends in our minds. We're manifesting these friendships. Okay. So he had something to say as well. There's no longer any room for fashion to bring us to a place of fantasy outside of reality. Fashion is often where we go to escape. I don't
Mhm.
think we have that privilege anymore.
Mm.
And he's right. Like, it is time to be more real about what's happening. Like, I think he does a great job. I think everybody should just really follow
Absolutely.
his blueprint. This
Okay.
is what's happening. This
Right.
is how I'm forwarding the conversation. These are the things you need to think about in terms of identity, protection. Like, it's what Dimna wants you to think he does on runways. But yeah, this is the time to utilize platforms and voice your concerns. Speak for the people who can't speak as loud as you,
Hmm.
and vote accordingly. Still, you still got to vote accordingly. We need to be given an opportunity to vote on the right people.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to be vocal about that consistently more than ever now, because
Yeah.
it's really getting real. I mean, what do you think, friend?
I share the same sentiments as them, and especially what Rachel said. Like, we're all about Black things, Black
Yeah,
people, Black women, Black culture. And
yeah.
that's what I will continue to root for and to talk about and to speak on. And it's so funny because literally immediately the next day, I
Mhm.
was given the opportunity to be a mentor for Envision. And I
Mhm.
literally posted, like, I'm going to continue to do the things I've been doing,
Yeah.
mentoring the next generation of Black women.
Yeah.
And that's just,
Period.
while you all are, and it's okay, I understand the fear and all the things, but while everyone is trying to figure out, that I'm going to continue to do what I do and what I do well and what I do
Yeah.
best. And that's helping young girls.
Yeah.
I really honed in on what, I think I'm
Yeah.
here for.
Yeah.
And it's really to tell our stories, to help us carve and cultivate our stories, and
Yeah.
for us to not, and to pass that legacy down, right? It does a disservice for me to have all this knowledge on things and to not give it to the next generation. So that is my vow,
Yeah.
to my community and my ode to my community, that I will continue to push those things forward and push
Yeah.
boundaries. And you guys know I talk about Willie all the time on this show. From the very beginning, stand him. And so yeah, I'm with him. Like, I think time is up for all the fun and the fluff and the games. Like, this is
Yeah.
real life.
It's real now.
It happened. What do we do now? Right.
Yeah.
And like we talked about this last week about the Black Project 2025, it's time to form communities and to
Yeah.
ideate and to strategize and to put
Yeah.
things into play, into action. And that's really where I am,
Yeah.
with the things. It's like, what do we do next?
Yeah. And I love that you said, I'm going to do what I believe I'm here for. And that's really what I stand on. I mean, I've founded a whole company on it, Stylish on
Right.
Purpose. Like,
Exactly.
your purpose. Really get in touch with what that is right now. And it's time to go full throttle on that right now. And if that means, and we're aligned, this is why she's my client, okay? Like minded individuals who are aligned in anointment. Okay, but yeah, like, it's all about the future now. There's really nothing we can do about
Back.
what we've
And
been
we
handed right now.
and let's go and let's just say it. We're not going back. Okay.
There's just no way.
That's just what it is. And so
Yeah,
now we look towards the future. And I really hope that everyone takes from this that now is the time to really work on the things that bring you joy and that you're passionate
yeah,
about. And how do you bring those things into fruition? And this is me, telling myself this and also working on my passion projects and trying to bring them to life. Like, I
yeah.
think this is now more than ever. You
Hmm.
cannot just wait and allow people to give you the opportunity. You got to create them, and you got to work with, like Tiara said, like-minded folks to bring
Yeah,
these things to life.
yeah. You definitely have to work with like-minded folks to bring things to life, but you really need to understand now more than ever what you are going to do. Like, it's later for, all this, what I want to do, like this fantasizing that Willie is speaking about. Like, we've done a lot of that. We've had a lot of time for that. And I'm speaking to myself as well. Like, it's really time to go. I keep telling y'all, in 2025, we popping it. We not
Honey,
scared of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. Like, we already know what it gives with him. Like, we have experience.
right.
Okay. So all you need to do
So now
is
let's maneuver
pay,
accordingly.
yes, pay attention and follow suit. Things you can do: watch your money, watch where you work, watch the people around you, store things up, slow some things down, focus. And really, please, guys, pay attention to what's happening. You can't rely on being fed information. Okay? Like, really seek it out, be proactive, and pay attention to what is happening, because contrary to popular belief, you can affect change. You
Yeah.
really can.
And I think it's that piece of being intentional, right? Like, we all were on this in 2020 of let's put our dollars back into our communities
Yeah.
some way, somehow. Folks kind of
Yeah.
fell off the freaking bandwagon. I'm still
Well,
here.
because the reality is, where is the community? Because
I get it.
we need to own stuff.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I think that it's now time again because we literally have businesses for everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to seek it out. You have to
Yes.
do your Googles. You have to
Yes.
look on all of the platforms. Thank God we have these platforms and we can search. And
Yes.
even if, let's say, folks don't have the digital presence, go out into your communities and walk around and ask and talk to your neighbors. Like, it's over for, oh, I can't find
Yeah.
whatever, so I'm just going to get Clorox. Like, no, we have everything that we need already.
Yeah.
Stand on it.
And yeah, so when you start doing that, you do promote organizing, right? Because that is where you're, to your point, investing in your community, investing in these companies so that they can have the funding to expand their offerings. Okay. And it's also a time to really reframe your mind on luxury. Okay. Because we'll get into this point right now, but luxury as you know it is falling apart. Okay?
We've
It's
seen it.
disintegrating before your eyes. It
Right.
is becoming extinct. So now we have the opportunity to replace luxury with the new luxury. Okay?
Yeah.
And a lot of your faves, a lot of these brands that we will continue to talk about are already luxury. They're the new class, the new generation of
Mhm.
luxury. And we need to start patroning those because once
Absolutely.
anything that gets too top heavy, baby, it's gonna fall. We've seen it in history. You need to read history. Don't let these people ban and burn these books and tell y'all what y'all can and cannot learn.
Mhm.
Okay, read y'all. I know, Jens. I know y'all don't like to read, but you're gonna have to start. You just gonna have to start. I'm sorry. You just gonna have to start reading. And you
And
know why you need to start reading? Because some people feel like this election, this person that this country that we live in has elected is good for the economy. Okay, some people really feel like that. Investors feel like that. Okay, they're saying that this is a good thing. This presidency is going to be good for the economy. Okay, some people that we follow and some things you hear from certain individuals you do have to take with a grain of salt, but there were receipts to back this up, so I feel comfortable to repeat. Okay.
Mhm.
But Louis Paisano was talking about just kind of in this realm of content about French fashion and the luxury space and what this
What does it mean?
presidency means for that. And basically, he came to the same conclusions. Luxury is already experiencing huge drops in sales. Okay, the threats of tariffs coming from that Project 2025. Okay, that's going to make prices increase. Okay, so luxury goods, they're already pricing people out. They're going to do that even more so now because I mean they're going to have to recoup their expenses on this tax. Okay, which also means potential layoffs. Okay, so be mindful. And last but certainly not least, the LVMH head honchos are BFFs with the Trumps. Okay, so you need to know what's going on out there. You need to understand where your money is going, and you have the power to dictate the conversation and tell them what you deem luxury. Okay,
Right. And what you're going to go for and what you're
and
not.
what you're not.
And on business, be intentional. I think that's probably the name of the episode at this point.
Be intentional.
Intentionality. Be intentional.
Yeah, the girls are being intentional in 2025.
Absolutely. And beyond.
And that's just really on period,
Okay.
honestly. Okay, so just the last thing, our good friend Antonio Padilla at Immaculate Style, who does some incredible reporting too. If you guys aren't following, you should give him a follow. But he did a piece on Chloe, right? And how Chloe is this brand that isn't Black owned, of course, but been praised recently. They have a new creative director, Shamina Kamali, right? She's getting all this insider love. She's getting praised in the media. Great marketing is happening. Okay, a lot of fanfare
Mm-hmm.
and no sale. The reason this is interesting to me is because this is what happens to Black brands and emerging brands that we talk about all the time, like Luar and Willie Chavarria and even Rachel Scott. Like they get a lot of press, right? They get awarded down. We talked about this with Theophilio just a few episodes back, and how these amazing brands with so much potential, they're not selling.
Right.
Okay, so while we are ready to give our money to these brands, I just have a few things for the brands to keep in mind too. Be mindful of these price points, okay? We understand that your costs go up in the economy as well, but the consumer base, they don't got a lot of disposable income, okay? So but they need what you got going on. So make sure you meet us in the middle, okay? Like,
Please.
don't price your people out, okay? People also want a cohesive brand story that resonates with their audience. We understand all these fantastical, whimsical things that you want to do, baby, but do you got a blazer? Because I got a meeting on Tuesday. Okay, I need that. I want to have that from you. I just tell me if you got the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We need that. We need a range. They need to love their pieces. This is why I tell my clients all the time. You need to love your pieces so that you rewear them and repatron the brand, okay? We want the pieces, we need the pieces. Don't be making them just to get published in Vogue. You want people to buy these things, okay? And have an expansive offering. Okay? I know it takes time. I know you have to start small, especially when you're self-funded and there's a lot of barriers to entry, but this is just what the people need. I'm telling you as a stylist, trying to sell your stuff and get my people to buy, okay? I hate loving a brand and they have nothing to offer besides one piece one time. And I can't suggest that to more than one of my clients or build a trusted relationship with the brand because you just got stuck on this one hero piece. Okay. Like the girls want to shop over and over and over again with you.
Especially
Please
this.
give them something. Okay. Please. This is just what I'm asking. This is community. I'm just trying to be communal. Okay. The whole wide world, everybody in it, they just want staples. Okay. They want transition pieces. They want to be able to use it over and over again. Just simple. The girls are simple. We like a nice little statement here and there, but we just want a pant, a jacket, a shoe, a bag, a t-shirt. Just give me a t-shirt. One that fits. Okay, so this just be mindful. That's just my 2 cents. Okay.
Yeah.
Versatile pieces, please.
But it's good. And we need your 2 cents. Okay, honey? Because the girls need the styling tips and tricks. Period.
But this is what we need to be thinking about right now as we go into this unknown economy,
Right.
okay, and this landscape of, okay, yeah,
Yes. Well, side note, we saw this week, which was very exciting, and another Black designer that we love and has a huge cult following, Telfar. He's opening his first flagship store in Soho.
yes, and I saw him with his auntie cut on the news, friend. Okay, Telfar was just looking good.
Not his auntie, y'all.
No, that's the hair of the
Please
auntie.
come get y'all friend because
No, that's your favorite auntie when she got that cut, that Monica. Please, she has all the snaps.
not that I will cross the ocean for you. Okay.
Okay.
So, yes, but we love that for Telfar. We talked about prior, how he's had his own just different barriers and different
Yes.
things that he's had to overcome. So, this is such a beautiful moment to see now
Yes.
him be able to open his first store in New York and not just in New York City, in Soho. And
We
so
love.
that's such a special moment. So, shout out to him.
But he also talked about this is an opportunity to afford him the chance to provide an expansive range and a variety in offering for you guys so that you can have all these wares in your closet. And I live for that.
And a varied opportunity to buy because
Yes.
everyone does not have digital means, right? And
Yeah.
some folks
Nor do
need,
they really just want to.
or that too. And some folks just want to go into the store, get that experience, touch
Yeah.
and feel and graze and all the things. So I always think it's great to have both,
And that's what he
for
said he
all
wants to
different types
do.
of consumers. So I
Yeah.
love that. And I'm glad that he recognized that. And I'm so
Yeah.
excited to come to New York and visit the store. Another thing that I'm super excited about that we loved, we stand down, JT, JT coming. Yes, so she did a video with Clark Atlanta's band.
Yeah.
It has that bumper like how Tiara was just doing. They were doing, the background music and
Yes.
it's so cute and so cool. And so we loved
Yes.
it. And we wanted to say, girl,
Shout
yes.
out to JT. Now that's culture.
Okay.
Okay, she met the moment. We just came off of homecoming season. Okay,
Yeah.
that was a treat to see. The girl was looking good. That's such a band song. I'm a band kid, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
So
Oh,
loved it.
okay. We'll get to it because another band song right now that's killing it. I just absolutely love is "Sticky," and all of the bands, the different bands are
What
playing.
now? What is Sticky? The Drake song?
No, "Sticky" by Tyler the Creator. So it's Tyler the Creator. I can't remember who else is on it. It's a few folks, but it's a really good band song. Jackson State just did it, and I was
Okay. Oh, I think I did see
really
this.
taking me back to
Yes.
my band days. I got a
Yes.
little excited, y'all.
Okay. I don't get into the Tyler, y'all, but okay. Yes, that's cute. Love
Yeah,
that.
no. For the band moment.
Band songs? Please.
We
Yes.
love it. Okay, love a good band. And then last but not least, honey,
This is my
Paolo
favorite.
Roversi and Mason Margiela
Yes.
talked about how he photographed the beautiful artisanal
Yes.
couture spring collection that came out, this past year. And so expound on it a bit, friend, from
Yeah.
your lens, but this was a
Okay.
moment.
So Paolo Roversi, for the girls that don't know, is an Italian photographer, veteran. Like, come on, just some extraordinary imagery in that canon. Okay, he has collaborated with John Galliano on a book
Mhm.
that's going to be a part of the Luncheon magazine issue limited edition book. Okay, and they shot the artisanal couture spring 2024 collection that we just barely. I mean, I think we're still talking about it.
Still talking about it,
We're
still
still talking about it.
just obsessed.
I mean, that was
I can't
like
wait for the book. I
the
will be getting
fashion
it.
moment of the year.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay? Like,
Just not
chef's
only a
kiss.
moment for fashion, for beauty, hair, makeup, all the things,
Yes.
like
Really giving you
accessories.
that brought couture back. Like,
Yes,
that
all the
is
things.
couture. Okay?
Okay.
John Galliano is, arguably the last of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this is amazing. And these are the types of collabs that I love to see too. Luncheon magazine is one of those insidery, really cool magazines. If you guys aren't familiar, it's out of London. Okay. So this collaboration was released this week at Dover Street Market in Paris in tandem with their issue 18. And also Paolo Roversi has a photo fair that he's a part of over at the Grand Palais. So if y'all is in Paris, baby, gone over there and see that, get that book, get the magazine, okay, get your coins ready. Okay, yes.
And speaking of magazines, this leads us to our girl yes of the week, honey. And Tiara literally loves this and has been gagged the entire week, y'all. So I'm
Still
gonna
got
let her tell y'all what our girl yes of the week is. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear more.
First of all, Maddie Fall is, I mean, I think she's like top three my favorite models right now. She is this beautiful
And we'll put the
Italian
picture up.
model.
You guys will see it.
I mean,
There it
she gags me every time she comes down the Schiaparelli runway. Like, I just live for this girl. She's so beautiful, and I just cannot even. And look at this cover. Okay, so she is on Beyond Noise issue 2 cover. They have a multitude of covers, like, it's popular, people do. This is Sarah Richardson's magazine, okay, and this is their second issue for the girls that don't know. She is the former fashion creative director of Document Journal before she had to sue them girls because she said they ain't cut her check. Okay, allegedly, we don't got nothing to do with that. But this is her publication, and look at me. I mean, she's just stunning. This hair, shout out Cynthia Harvey. You smoke
is.
that hair, baby. Okay. And this is shot by Malik Bodian, Black photographer. Okay, we've talked about him before on the show.
Yeah, and this is just a girl yes. It's a girl yes for
You
us.
see these strokes of, I think this is gold paint. This is a black and white image. I mean, she just, oh my gosh. This is reminding me of the 90s, like an album cover. It's just a simple out, and it's just giving you just face and beauty, just bare, laid bare. She about to sing her heart out, y'all.
Ooh, honey. And we coming to see her.
Yeah,
Okay.
we gonna
We
have
love
to.
it. So
Yeah.
we'll have more about it on our Instagram. So make sure y'all check it out. But that is our girl yes of the week. And now we're getting into our favorite part of the show. What you all are here and what you
Come
came
on, what time
for.
is it?
Time for girl, please, babes.
Ooh, and also period, because
Okay.
what's going on in this girl, please, baby, please, already.
Please. Honey, so y'all know we love fashion tea and fashion drama. Tiara knows when she said this to me, child, I said, not today. It's Monday.
Y'all, I will find the
It's Monday.
fashion drama anywhere. Okay. This went down on LinkedIn. And as a matter of fact, I
Let
can't
me
even
tell
take
y'all,
full credit. I can't
don't
even.
sleep on the LinkedIn because LinkedIn, it be going down. It's almost like Facebook.
If y'all are not hip to the T that goes down on LinkedIn, I don't know what to tell you.
Honey, give us the backstory because I got
Okay, so we don't know these people. We not in their business. Everything is allegedly. We don't got nothing to do with it. Don't come
right.
for
We
us.
ain't part of it, please.
Y'all shouldn't have been so public with this. Okay, so for the girls that aren't familiar, there is this independent media site called Miss Tweed, and it's very insidery, and they get a lot of like,
Paris based.
yeah, they get a lot of tea. Okay, because they get a lot of scoops because they're, you know, really respected investigative journalists. All right. So allegedly, there was the Matu Blazy situation going on that he's leaving Chanel, I want to say. Yes, I think this is the alleged story. Yeah. Okay. So there is a woman called Astrid who is the founder of Miss Tweed, and she gets into a kerfuffle with a woman called Susanna, who is a branding and digital executive specializing in luxury and fashion. Okay. Susanna ate Astrid up.
Ate her up, left no
Ate
crumb.
her up, left no crumb, licked the plate, threw it on
Oh,
the ground,
God.
shattered it. Yeah.
And
Didn't
your
even vacuum it, spat on it too, I feel.
honey, I do not read your little newsletter, Miss Mama.
I don't play in your little garden.
Not your
Okay, we're gonna what like please give me some of the quotes. Give me some of the quotes.
honey. I mean, in the way she wrapped it up tight at the end and said, "Well, I'm just going to go back and do my little professor job and be a board member and a mentor and all the things." Now, mind you, Susanna is goat, if you will, in the industry. Again, like Tiara says, specializing in all things luxury and fashion, and she comes from LVMH and Richmond and Tao Group and all these different
Mhm.
things. So she's
Mhm.
very much so well versed in the industry and has a lot of knowledge. So
Mhm.
I always find it so fun and funny when folks like that, really gather the girls because yes, they've done the education, they've done the work. They
They
know
did
it.
the knowledge, and she said apparently Astrid, Miss Mama's baby, please, you did not do the knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, because I ain't never told you nothing for your funky little rag. I didn't give you no scoop.
Y'all, please, please, please go on the
Take
LinkedIn.
her up, please. If you got like, we're not even gonna blast these people, honestly.
Girl,
But
because that was a girl, please.
it was a girl, please, and it was a girl. Yes, on
Girl,
Susan.
yes,
That's
please.
how you clear them.
So friend, tell us what she said, honey. Give us a line. Give us a line.
Susanna said, "Dear Astrid, Miss Tweed, you can be calm and serene about me. Don't you ever send me no email. Not you can be.
Using that. My
This
next
is stolen.
will
This is
say
stolen.
calm and serene about me.
Period. When you speak on me, baby, calm and serene.
That's the only energy
Okay,
I need and I want and desire. Period.
ma'am." And then she said, "I understand that you might dislike your competitors, but I am not one of those. Sorry for you."
Oof. Ate it.
I really hate it for you, Astrid. I really do, and I'm actually sorry for you because this is crazy. She came out her whole body on you on LinkedIn.
Told y'all LinkedIn the new Facebook, babes.
Okay, period. She said, "I do not need to graze in your little garden.
And that's
You
that
don't want it with Miss Susanna." So, Astrid, unfortunately, ma'am, it's got to be a girl please on you because you really just got Susanna.
riled up. Deservingly so. So there it
I
is.
mean, watch your mouth when you speak on her.
Whew, girl, baby. So, honey, let's talk about it. We've been talking about new publications, new podcasts popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Harper's Bazaar, like us, took to the digital series
They done started the show.
and started a show called The Goodbye. And it
Okay.
launched their inaugural episode with my fave, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Okay.
So
Trace.
here we are. How you feel about it, friend?
And I know I'm gonna sound so hypocritical because
But
we
we
doing
don't need
the
no
same
more
thing.
podcasts.
We just don't need, I mean, I feel like
not of this sort, right?
yeah, like I don't think what the girls are asking for is the mainstream media to give us podcasts.
But
Like
also,
podcasts are like breaking away from that structure and having the real conversations. Like I don't feel like y'all are going to ask Tracy, and this is just me assuming, like heavily on the assumption. Y'all are going to ask Tracy the same things that you're going to ask her in the magazine, or the same things you're going to ask her in the other videos that you upload to YouTube that are not the podcast. Like, y'all ain't being innovative, having no because you have constraints on the conversations that you can have. So I'm curious of the value of this.
yeah,
But
and
I understand.
right, and I was going to say, like, the whole idea is like the goodbye, like the what's a good purchase, what's a good thing to
Yeah.
buy. And again,
Y'all not talking about that in the magazine?
love that to hear it from Tracy, but wouldn't it make more sense to hear it from the everyday person?
Yes. We know everything Tracy buys. We talk about it everywhere.
You know, the person that's actually, again, we say this all the time, like there's so many folks that are knowledgeable that aren't necessarily celebrities, and
Yeah.
we want to hear from them.
Yeah.
This is the best way to spotlight and to highlight them is through this potential series. So to me, it's kind of like counterproductive to have a celebrity talk about the goodbye when
It's just,
is she buying her clothes?
if she does, I mean, it's certainly not what the
Child,
readers are buying.
no,
Like
it's not.
it's just a little redundant in content for me. Like this is just another vertical for you all to sell
It's
the
another piece of
stuff that
programming.
y'all
That's
advertisers
literally what
want
it
to.
is. As
Yeah.
someone who works
Like,
in media, it is another form of programming to push out
yeah.
to extend content. That's all
Yeah.
that is.
Like I
Literally.
mean, Tracy is one of the most documented women on earth. We already know what she's buying. And everybody else that I'm sure is on y'all's upcoming episode list, we already know everything they got to. We done seen the inside of their house, the outside of it, their mama house.
All of it.
Please.
Yeah. And that's also what they talked about too, like her being the daughter of a fashion
Diana
icon
Ross.
and all
Yeah.
the things. And
Yeah. It
still,
would be cool if we didn't hear from. I hate this era of time because I was just watching something like with about Cher with my mom, and
mhm,
how when Cher pops out and says something like, of course you want to be tuned in because she don't talk that much. Like, yes, she's getting a
right.
lot of press right now, but even still, like Cher don't really be talking that much. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like icon status. Tracy's talking all day, every day, and that's no shade to Tracy. I understand the business. I get it. You have a whole brand,
Yeah.
new products that you must. You're forward facing because you're we get it. But also too, like there's nothing that you could possibly be telling us about yourself right now that we don't already know. Because the things that we don't know, you ain't never gonna talk about that stuff. Because by this point, you haven't talked about it for a
So
reason.
for us, it's clear that that's a girl,
It's a
please.
girl, please. I do not want more podcasts from these magazines. Hers, Conde, none of y'all don't give us please.
This is good content and it makes
It's
sense.
not
So
going to be. Y'all are too heavily advertisement down. It's not going to be that.
give y'all the benefit of the doubt.
Don't
It
waste
is
your
what
breath
it is. It's a girl, please.
immediately.
Immediately.
Okay.
So we came across a post that said, "Why do men look silly in Rick Owens these days?" You know why?
Because y'all shouldn't be wearing Rick Owens these days.
And there it is. It was a simple answer.
Yeah, it's just, come on, get out of here. You're not a Rick guy. And then as Rick gets more and more, like, it's still not never for y'all.
Never. Like y'all look silly because you don't know how to wear it. You don't know the background of the brand. You don't know what
You
the
didn't do the
style
same.
notes are. You didn't do the education. It's like, of course you look silly. You're throwing it on with
It's
whatever.
clunky, big, and chunky because
Right.
you are clunky, big, and not chunky in the,
And
like,
you know the worst
you
thing
know what
about
I mean.
I love Rick. I am a
Yeah,
Rick fan.
down.
And the thing that bothers me the most is that it's the way that folks have made it look cheap and trendy. I will
Yeah.
never forgive y'all for that. Never.
Yeah. Like,
Never. Never.
I don't even want to buy Rick anymore.
It's sad.
Literally don't even want to buy
Sad.
Rick anymore.
And that's terrible.
And the reason that I don't is because as y'all further like his ethos is to get as weird as he can possibly get. So
Right.
he's going to continue to do that as y'all give him more and more attention, and it's just going to get more and more not for me.
And also not for them either. So then it's
It
like,
was never for them though. So like the fact that y'all got us right here like this, it's a girl please on you.
girl, please. And what's really a girl please, and I know you got notes on this. But an article was just released on what's next for hip hop and fashion.
Okay.
From a major media outlet.
Yes, and BOF, mind your business.
Was it BOF or was it Complex?
It was BOF.
I thought it was Complex.
Complex, I wouldn't necessarily change my sentiment for y'all either, and I don't care what space you
I
occupy.
actually had a stronger sentiment for them.
I'm so tired of people being so concerned about hip hop. And yes, I am very, very protective of hip hop because that is culture. That is my culture. That is the culture that I come from. Yes. You can never separate the culture. Okay. And mainstream, like y'all, get out grown folks' business.
But also, it goes back to doing the education. Who on your editorial team has the proper knowledge and education to actually have this conversation? Because the person who wrote it, one, does not look like me or you.
Also,
And
too,
so
yes,
I'm just saying, now we're talking about something that it's not a part. You just said like it's you. It's a part of your. It's not a part of your culture naturally. And now you have so much to say about it and what's next. Because at the end of the day,
then you got the nerve to say hip hop and
like
fashion.
you're the expert on what's next, what's to come, what's the pop. Who gave it to you? Who
Don't
told you
ask
that
hip
you
hop
could
what's
say it?
next for hip hop and fashion.
Like it's above me now. I'm like, that's a girl please for me because
Hip hop will always have its own fashion.
and
We're innovators.
saying it almost like it's two separate things. Like,
yeah,
what are we talking about? It's a clear
nothing.
marriage. We know that.
Nothing. Not talking about nothing.
Wow.
As the sales decline, okay, interlopers are going home.
And that's that.
Like, y'all, it's bigger than business. I understand that you have made a business of this and somebody just asked you to write it. So we're not even going to say your name because you was just doing your job and we love an employed queen. Okay, but also too, like, we don't care what you have to say about that.
And that's what I'm, at some point we have to get down to that. It's like, who are you and why did you write it?
And this is where gatekeeping does actually, in fact, matter.
Absolutely.
Don't hush. Just be quiet.
Girl, please.
Please.
Literally. That's a girl, please.
Immediately.
And so, y'all, we want to hear what y'all got to say. Okay? What's your thoughts, honey? What's your thoughts? Because it's been so much happening, and like as we wrap up the year, it's gonna be even more happening. We really just want to hear from y'all.
The drama is just gonna continuously ensue. And this is episode 20. We wanted this to be happy. This is a milestone.
Right.
But they be stressing us out.
It's real life now. We gotta get down to the nitty-gritty, like Willie said, okay?
They be stressing out me and my homegirl, and we don't like that.
Because if you can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell can you go?
Where can you go? Okay, please.
So, I'm just saying.
If you was beefing at that wedding, you should have beefed
at that wedding.
At that wedding.
I just can't, y'all. But, this was
culture.
That's culture. And we will always acknowledge culture here.
And if you don't understand that, then you don't need to be asking what's next for hip hop.
Exactly.
Okay.
And really, you don't need to be watching this. So if you don't get any of these little taglines and social moments, honey, this ain't the show for you. You might as well exit stage left.
It's just, yeah.
Honey. But anywho's.
And your little Hearst podcast ain't gonna get you.
Yes, y'all, this was episode 20 of Girl Please We hope that you enjoyed it. I know that you did. That's not even a question, honey.
So big dub. Okay.
Okay, that part. So get down in those comments. Check us out on Instagram at It's Giving Girl Please. Get in those comments, get in our DMs. And like I said, a lot of the content that we talk about here, we put up on our Instagram. So interact. If you love it, if you hate it, we don't care. Say what you
Yeah.
have to say.
Yeah.
Like just talk to us because we talk back.
And
But yeah,
if you are a graphic designer, an editor of sorts,
yes.
any sort of experimental, experiential content creator who would love to chop things up and make them cool.
Okay. Let us know. Hit us on the hip, as the old people say.
Yeah.
Please. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's it for us, honey. We did our black job
Yeah.
today. We did.
And contrary to
Okay.
popular belief, those still exist.
And do. And in large numbers.
And you can create your black job like we've done.
And there it is. We hope that y'all have a fabulous week and weekend. And we will see y'all next week with more Girl Please, Girl Yes, side notes, honey. And all around, all things fashion, beauty, culture, entertainment, music, black people. See ya.